Why does everyone find Serena Waterford so intriguing and fascinating? Why do we find her so compelling? And why do we want to know what's going on in her head? Perhaps she is closer to us than we think. She is in our lives in the form of a mother, father, spouse, brother, sister, co-worker, friend. You see, the horror is not that Serena exists, but that we recognize her in our daily lives. Serena Joy Waterford, classic textbook covert narcissist. Now, I'm not trying to be a psychologist or anything like that, but I do want to draw some parallels between Serena and real life people so you know what to look for when you meet someone like her. As a survivor of covert narcissism, I see so many people walking around like zombies, like the covert narcissist did a lobotomy on them. And that's how it is. They don't have to physically perform brain surgery, but the manipulative, the insidious manipulative tactics rewires the brain, literally rewires the brain. So either part of the brain is dead or just changed, and you become a different person over years. That's what happened over years. Now, even though the manipulative tactics are so insidious, covert narcissists are also extremely predictable if you know what to look for. We'll go through some of the red flags, and also what is really important is not about their behavior, but a pattern over time. For example, season 6, how it starts in the train, and we see such a changed Serena. She is so tender and bordering on loving. The care that she shows for June is really so convincing. Now, you know that the showrunners are constantly dangling the humanity carrot in front of us, Serena's humanity carrot, only to just pull it away every single time. Because every time she does something kind or she's nice, you can be sure that further down the road, it was all self-serving. It was all for a reason. It was conditional, But this time looks different. It feels different. And it's probably the biggest carrot of all that the showrunners are dangling in front of us, because we want to see redemption. We want to see the goodness in Serena. And that is the Achilles heel of the empath. They always see the good in people, even when there is none. Is there any? Is there redemption for Serena? Is the way she cares, is it genuine? The way she cares for June? The way she seems so changed? Is it genuine? Now, before we go there, I want to go through certain red flags and how to spot a pattern. You see, they are predictable because they can be overconfident because they think so highly of themselves. They're the smartest person in the room. And you and I are stupid. And that is why they get away with the shit that they do, the same old shit that they do over and over. They get away with it because we are empaths. We also give them the benefit of the doubt. You see, they love empaths. They gravitate towards empaths because A, we always see the good in people. B, we always give them the benefit of the doubt like a million times. Maybe this time, maybe I see something there. There's just something there. I don't know how to explain it, but something there tells me that this time is going to be different. I am not here to be a pessimistic bitch, okay? But let's just look at the patterns, okay? When they are close to being found out, they do show some kind of remorse. Is it real? Is it not real? That depends on the pattern. Now, they're going to go through one of these things, one of these 6 tactics. If they think that you're onto them, that you finally cottoned on, first they're going to deny. Okay, easy to do for them because everything that they do has what do you call it? What's the term for it? Plausible deniability. Plausible deniability means when they say something or when they do something, it's vague, so they can deny it later. So they set the stage up for us already. Don't worry about that, you know. So the second is sudden memory loss. I don't remember. You remember it differently. Memory loss. Thirdly, they throw a tantrum like a kid. Suddenly they throw a tantrum and it kind of shocks you. Then you think, okay, hang on, whoa, okay, all right, let's just sit down. I didn't mean that. That wasn't what I meant. Let's just sit down and discuss it, okay? That's when they get you. It's that sudden tantrum, you see. Fourthly, they change the subject. And fifth, they can transform just like that from a Disney princess to a wicked witch. And if all of that doesn't work, cry. They can just switch on the tear ducts like it was a tap, and they can just cry. Why? Because we are empaths. Because we feel it when people cry. We feel their so-called pain. The pain that we feel is real. Don't think that your intuition is bad to feel something that's not there. It is there. The pain is there. However, the pain that comes from them is not about remorse. It's not guilt, it's not remorse about what they did to hurt someone. The pain is mixed with fear of consequences of their actions. It's all about them. See? If you really want to know what's going on in their mind, it is definitely not. I feel so bad that I've hurt so many people, and how could I have become a monster? No, it's not that. It's more like, fuck, this time I am screwed. If you look at her behavior throughout all 5 seasons, you can see a pattern. It's an obvious pattern that every time she's nice to someone, she's kind to someone, there is always a self-serving purpose. Always. It's just a matter of time before it's revealed. It's not only because she's a good actor that her kindness seems so genuine, so convincing. Ordinary people who are covert narcissists are just as convincing. They're convincing to other people, but they're more convincing to empaths because you feel for people. I have another video that talks about super empaths. It's only the super empath that has gone through their healing journey that has the self-love and self-confidence that can truly beat a narcissist. But before that, all of us ordinary empaths have fallen for their tactics over and over. So that's why it's very important to see this pattern. Look for the pattern. Don't look at their behavior. Behavior is deceiving, but patterns are not. Patterns are real. Patterns tell you the truth. What makes Serena terrifying is not just her cruelty. It's that eerie familiarity that we feel. There's a little bit of a spoiler here if you haven't watched episode 1 of season 6. So spoiler alert. When the women are approaching Serena to attack her, look at how fast she switches from a Disney princess to a villain. That rage, that is narcissistic rage. That is where the covert, soft-spoken, vulnerable, charming, covert narcissist turns into an overt one. You see, overt narcissists don't care what people think. They're grandiose and they just step all over everyone without masking anything. The covert ones are the most dangerous of all. But there are times when there is a crack in their mask. There are times when they just fly into a rage. I have personally seen this myself several times, and it was shocking. So, you don't have to think too much about it. If it shocked you, if you found their sudden outburst shocking, then it's because they have been hiding behind some kind of kind-hearted, martyrish kind of facade. The way she lashed out at the other women, saying that, your country is all fucked up anyway. We saved you. We didn't kidnap your children. We saved them. She was defensive of Gilead, even at that point. Why? Because you can take her out of Gilead, but until this point, you can't take Gilead out of her. Now, obviously, there's seven more episodes. I have no idea how it's going to pan out. If you have, please give me your opinion, how you think it's going to end or how you want it to end. This huge carrot that the showrunner is dangling in front of us, the carrot of Serena's humanity, are they going to pull it from us again? Is there redemption for her? Is this season about atonement? What do you think? Because personally, I do want to see the good side of her. I do want to see a transformation. If we don't transform, then, we just stay stuck being the same person year after year and season after season. I would hate to see Serena the same person that she was in season 1. Can a true narcissist change? That is the million-dollar question. For change to happen, there must be remorse. And even then, you can't stop at remorse. I think there should be 3 stages: remorse, rehabilitation, and what's the third R? Redemption? Restoration. So there has to be remorse, rehabilitation, and restoration. But without remorse, it's not possible for the other 2 to happen. There is never real change when there's no real remorse for the victims. Not for themselves. Obviously, they have remorse for them, for the things that they've done that are going to hit them back in the ass. Retribution, karma. And that's another thing that you can see in a covert narcissist. It's in their eyes. If you observe their eyes, sometimes there are sparks of fear, like a sudden, it's very fleeting. It's a microsecond, but you can spot it. If you observe hard enough, you can spot it. But you see, the thing is, sometimes it happens when we don't expect it. Like we accidentally say something because we're not intentionally hurting them. Let's say we accidentally say something. I remember what I said. I think I said something like, if we live long enough, we will witness karma. And that made the covert narcissists flinch a little bit. Not a lot, because they're very good actors, remember. But there was intense fear in the eyes for a split second. And I didn't catch it consciously. I was equally surprised, shocked, taken aback. And it was only later that when I recall what happened, I still remember it. It's just so vivid in my mind. And that's something that you should trust your intuition on. If it's still so vivid in your mind, then it's telling you something, that you're onto something, Yeah. So yeah, covert narcissists are terrifying. It's not like a horror movie. It's more like a psychological thriller where you're just on the edge all the time. Walking on eggshells just doesn't cut it, You're on the edge all the time. So what do you think? Tell me if Serena is a transformed person. Tell me if this season is about her transformation, or is she gonna just amp up the scheming even more? Damn, her acting is so good, I just can't tell. And what's chilling is that the covert narcissists in your life are just as brilliant in acting.